Hey everyone, my name is Matt and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be bringing you my review of Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Now, went into this movie thinking that this was going to be a legit biopic film, very similar to Ray or the Johnny Cash movie, things of that nature. And I was kind of excited about it. I was like, all right, cool. I don't really know much about Weird Al besides his music. I'm very familiar with that. But where he came from, his upbringing, all that, I have no idea. So this is going to be really interesting. Spoiler alert, that is not what this movie is by any means whatsoever. And after I started watching it and realized that, then it kind of dawned on me that, well, it makes sense that this movie would be what it is considering who's involved and what it's about. So, again, this is not a real legit biopic of Weird Al. This is more of like a parody and very over-the-top, exaggerated movie. Now, I'm going to keep spoilers to a bare minimum because if you haven't seen this film, I don't want to ruin it for you. But overall, after I figured out what this movie was like and what it was going to be, I started to enjoy it. Because like I said, at first, I expected a real story, a grounded story. This is by far anything but that. This is over the top, exaggerated, very much like his music. It's just all over the place. Again, very, very exaggerated. I believe there are some aspects to this movie that are real, but for the most part, I think most of it is a completely blown over the top. Now, I do know there are some things, for example, Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Weird Al, you'll see him in like leather pants and no t-shirt, drinking like Jack Daniels, and then you'll see like there's an actual picture of him, of Weird Al doing that on stage. So I'm pretty sure there are some aspects of this that are real, but the storyline and everything is all blown out of proportion crazy. Now, Madonna is portrayed in this movie very well, and like this is I guess a minor spoiler. She's very heavily set in this film. She plays a very important role in this film. But in real life, Weird Al says like he met her backstage for like 45 seconds. But she's throughout this like entire film. And she's heavily involved. So again, go into this movie if you decide to watch it with an open mind and think about what Weird Al does and what kind of person he is, and then it will make sense what you're watching. It's a fun ride. If you just go into it with no expectations for a fun, enjoyable, kind of over-the-top, crazy movie, you'll have fun. And that's what I started to do after the fact. At first, I was really like, what am I watching? What is this? And then again, as I started getting used to it, I was like, all right, well, this is Weird Al, so it does make a lot of sense with the way they took this movie. I think Daniel Radcliffe did a good job portraying Weird Al the best he could. I don't remember the actress's name, and I don't have it pulled up in front of me, so I do apologize. But the actress who played and portrayed Madonna did a really good job. I think she was honestly the best actress in the film, and she did a fantastic job portraying Madonna. Weird Al himself is in the movie, so he does make an appearance as like a music executive for a record company. And there's a couple other actors too, and actresses that you would notice from other movies that they've been in. But overall, I had fun watching it. Like I said, it's free on, I believe it's on the Roku channel is where it's being streamed at. So if you have access to that, you could check it out. But yeah, it's not anything to be taken serious. It's over the top. It's fun. It's very similar to like that Dewey Cox Walk the Line, how they made fun of Johnny Cash. That's the first thing that came to my mind once I started watching this and realizing what it was about. So I had fun watching it. It wasn't super long. It was just long enough to kind of laugh at and have fun. Like I said, it's just a ride. Throw some popcorn on. If you're a fan of Weird Al, I think you'll enjoy it because they do have a lot of the music from Weird Al. And you could tell like where, for example, where Gangster Paradise came from, right? We know the origin of Gangster Paradise, or excuse me, Amish Paradise. We know where that came from, Gangster Paradise. And this movie completely spins where he got the idea for that for that song from. So it's all crazy. It's all over the top. But they do have a lot of Weird Al music in there with and you could tell it's actually Weird Al who sang it. It's not Daniel Radcliffe or anyone else singing it. So if you like his music, you like Weird Al, you're a fan of him, you'll have fun. Daniel Radcliffe is like very cut up and jacked in this movie. He's not like super muscular, but he's fit for like his build. So if you're a fan of Daniel Radcliffe, ladies, and you want to see him shirtless, well, that's a good reason to watch this as well if that's something that you're into. But overall, like I said, I had fun. It was a good film. At first, I was taken back because I didn't realize what I got myself into. I stuck with it after the initial shock wore off, and I was like, all right, this is fun. It's cool. It's probably a movie I would never personally watch again, just because once I watch it one time, I'm like, well, that's it. That's piqued my interest, and I've checked it out, but I probably would never rewatch it. But overall, like I said, I had a blast. It's free if you have access to the Roku channel. Good popcorn flick. Something to talk about with your friends with. If you watched it, you could just kind of go over all the crazy scenes and things that happen. So it's really funny, a lot of the stuff that they do have. But if you've seen the movie, let me know down below what you thought. I think this movie is going to go either way. You're either going to really like this movie or you're going to really hate this movie. There is no in between. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. I always love to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, take care.